What's up, guys? I'm DeVore Ledridge, and I am here at Famous Birthdays, and I'm going to be answering some fan questions from Instagram. So yeah, let's go. Oh gosh. Okay. What was your dream job as a kid? Ironically, I wanted to be on Disney Channel. That was like my top thing. I used to go outside in my backyard and get like any random stick, big, small, doesn't matter, and I'd just do the little I'm blah 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 and you're watching Disney Channel and do the thing like that. I have videos of it too, so I can like, sometimes I pull up the one from me when I was like 8 and then the one that I actually did on Disney Channel, and it's really cool to watch. What is your least favorite social media app? Okay, my first social media app that I ever got was Twitter, but I'd say that's probably the one that I use the least and probably my least favorite. No hate though. Will you be releasing music in the future? Okay, so I hate singing. I'm terrified of it. I don't want to do it, but I feel like as a part of my career, I should explore that. So maybe. That's my answer, is maybe. But just know that if I do, it's very hard for me to do. But we'll see what happens. Do you have any siblings? I have a little brother who's 9 and his name is Harrison. And all he does is play Fortnite Mobile. Do you have any upcoming projects? What are you currently working on? I am currently working on season 3 of Bizaardvark. This is our second to last episode that we're doing this week, so it's gonna be over pretty soon. And we're not really sure if we're getting a 4th season or not, so I could be working on that in the future, but it's really just like 50-50, kind of up in the air thing, so we all hope for the best. What do you like most about acting? Okay, so I have a couple. First of all, the feeling that I get from acting in a scene is like everything else around me doesn't exist. It completely disappears and I'm totally in that scene. I'm totally embodied in another person, and I think that's like the coolest thing ever. The second thing is I love meeting new people, and with acting you get to meet a lot of cool people that kind of have the same interests and personalities as you. And number 3, the clothes are awesome. Like, my character's wardrobe in particular, her shoes are like everything, and I always want to take them. Where do you want to travel? Oh my gosh, I have so many places. Recently, I was like terrified of planes. I have a lot of fears, and they're really bizarre. Like, one of them is fish. I don't know why, but I hate fish. And I ended up taking a trip to Denmark and London, and then I became in love with traveling. So I want to go to like, think Italy. I really want to go to Ireland. I really want to go to India. Like, just very diverse, just different places. So hopefully that'll happen soon. Can you tell us about an embarrassing moment? Gosh, which one? There's so many. So this is one, embarrassing, and 2, like, makes me feel so bad at the same time. When I was in 4th grade, I danced. Well, I danced like my whole life, but particularly on Wednesdays in 4th grade, I would go to dance class, and my friend Aubrey, she went to the same one, and we went to the same school, so we would like carpool. And we got out of school early, and we didn't have anything to do, so we went to the football field in the front of the school, and we found these like 2 planks of wood, and we put them like X's. So I would stand on this side, and she would stand on that side, and when she jumped down, I would go up, and it was kind of like a seesaw. And I told her, I was like, run and then jump, and then as soon as you jump, I'm going to jump on the other side, and you're going to go flying. And so she did, and she went flying, but she also landed on her wrist and snapped it and broke her wrist. And she was crying, and I was like, oh my gosh, stop playing with me. And she was like, no, like bawling her eyes out. And my dad like ran over there, picked her up, tried to call 911, but they weren't gonna get there fast enough. So we had to like rush her to the hospital, and the doctor was like, how did this happen? And I was like, I did it. And her mom worked at the hospital, and I had to explain to her mom how I basically broke my friend's arm, and then she couldn't dance for the rest of the year and was in a cast for the rest of the year. What's your favorite movie? I love all of Jennifer Lawrence's movies, but if I had to pick a specific one, it's actually not a Jennifer Lawrence movie, it's the movie The Blind Side. And it's based on a true story, and I watched it like yesterday, and it's really good, and if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. I made it really cute. Next question. If you could be any other character on Bizaardvark, who would it be? I would probably be Paige, because she's very like, she's like a feminist and environmentalist, and she is very like caring of others, and I feel like I could really play that up because I'm kind of the same way, not so much like on the total like feminist side, but I, I'm very like, save water, don't use as much plastic, be nice to everyone, and she's very much like that, and I feel like it'd be cool to, I don't know, get some jokes in there about that, because I do give her some really funny jokes. Okay, what is one of your biggest goals? My biggest, highest, top goal in life that would be literally amazing to happen would be if I worked in a movie with Jennifer Lawrence, because I love her. She is my idol. I look up to her, and she's like the best thing since sliced bread. What was your favorite scene to film in Bizarre Park? My favorite scene, like, of all times was in this past season, this third season, and I think it was like the first episode or the second episode, I can't remember, but I had to get up in this like fake tree, and they had this huge wind power machine that went at like, I don't know, like 60, 70 miles per hour, and it was really cool. I don't know. I did it with a girl who plays my little sister on the show, and we had a lot of fun. So I think that was probably my favorite, just because of like, I don't know, it's cool being up in a fake tree. How did you get into acting? Well, I was a really good liar as a kid, first of all. I made up so many stories. A guinea pig got into our yard once, and I convinced my grandparents that like my parents bought it, and it like lived in the cage with the dog, and it was actually pretty funny. But I wasn't really good at many things. I have ADHD, so I wasn't really good at school. I struggled with that. I was not good at sports. I played a lot of them, but I was not good at them, and I didn't really enjoy singing. So I heard about this acting like kind of showcase, and I was like, Mom, I want to do this. So I tried out, and I practiced with the group for a couple of months, and then we flew out here to LA, and we performed in front of like a bunch of agents and managers and casting directors, and I ended up meeting my managers there and signing with them, and I got an agent from that, and I just started auditioning, and I got this role. And what's actually ironic is I'm from Kentucky, and I had a really strong like country accent, and I was told by many people that I wasn't gonna get like an acting role if I had that, and so I had a dialect coach to help me like break my accent and get rid of it, and then the first thing I booked was a role where I had to have a country accent. So just kind of backtracked on that one, but most people don't know that. What was your reaction to seeing yourself on TV for the first time? Oh my gosh, it was awful. I had this thing where it was kind of like a pet peeve to hear my own voice, and when I saw myself on TV, I was like, oh my gosh, I look like a hard-boiled egg. It's weird when you see yourself and when you hear yourself, and it's not like coming from you. And I was just talking about this with my teacher, but I was actually so embarrassed, and I cried, and I was like, Mom, I look like an egg, my voice sounds like a 4-year-old, and it made me really uncomfortable, but after a while, I got used to it, and now it doesn't bother me at all. So I wanted to add a little question in. Something you guys might not know about me is I was born with a giant bump on my forehead. We don't know what it is. We don't know how to get rid of it. But if you can see, can you see it? Okay. So yeah, I have this bump, and that's originally why I got bangs, is because I could see it on TV and I wanted to cover it up. So most people don't know that. It's pretty interesting. It's not like cool, but yeah, if you didn't know, now you do, and you can make fun of me for it or don't, because you should be kind to people and love everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hoped I answered your questions, and I hope you enjoyed my answers. Make sure to follow me on all my social media. It's just at DeVore Ledridge, DeVore Ledridge. It's a lot. I should really change my handle to just like DeVore. I'm gonna get on that. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and I love you all, and I don't know what else to say. So compliment a stranger, kiss a squirrel, and make sure to water your flowers. Bye!